This is ParaStep theory. The first thing to do is divide your body into two sides. You make a weight-bearing side and a stepping side. The weight-bearing side is made up of the weight-bearing hip and the weight-bearing foot. And on the stepping side, there's a stepping hip and a stepping foot. So the first thing to do is creating step advantage. Before a step is even taken, you have to take all of the weight divided equally from your 2 feet, putting it onto 1 foot. So to do that, you put the weight-bearing hip directly over the stepping, or the weight-bearing hip over the weight-bearing foot. And that creates an uneven position in the hips. And that helps to create the step advantage, so that all you need to do once you've shifted your weight onto 1 foot is shift your hips up, shift the stepping hip up, and it almost feels like you push down with the weight-bearing hip and up with the stepping hip. And when you do that, the leg will step forward. You don't have to think about moving it forward. For the most part, when you create the step advantage, it will move forward automatically. So at the conclusion of a step, the leg that just stepped becomes the new weight-bearing leg. So you move the weight-bearing hip over the weight-bearing foot, creates the step advantage. You can feel that unevenness in the hips, and then you shift the stepping hip up, the weight-bearing hip down, and it creates another step. So you can see this real pronounced from the side, where I'm going to step with the left leg. So I shift the weight onto my right leg, and I focus on just shifting the stepping hip up, and my leg will automatically swing forward like a pendulum. And if I don't plant my foot, it just keeps swinging back and forth, and I can control the position of my foot by how I move my hip. So I can use this step and put the foot back down. If I don't put it down, it just keeps swinging. So beginning walking technique is made up out of individual steps, just one after another. So when you take a step, there's a period in between steps where you're weight bearing on both feet evenly, where you can relax your hands, kind of get ready for the next step, and then it starts over again. You make a weight bearing side, a stepping side, and you shift the stepping hip up, and the leg swings forward. There's also an element of forward lateral motion with the stepping hip that helps stepping the foot forward. So that's how it works.